We back, baby. Let me get myself situated, man. We back, baby. I said we back, baby. Man, look, man. It's your girl Ash Cash, and you are watching Real Cash Talk.
Money all around me. I look like I'm the man. Yeah, but I was counting up like last week. Tell me where have you been?
Dang, season 3, we here with it. Season 3, we here with it, man. We are here with it, man. How y'all been? Y'all doing good? Y'all been good? Man. Oh, did y'all see behind me where we at? Episode 1. Oh, alright, just want to make sure y'all was at the right spot. Because if y'all ain't here to watch Real Cash Talk, y'all gotta go skedaddle, you feel me? Alright, y'all here for the right reasons. Alright, let's get into it, man. So as y'all can see, different little setup. I ain't gonna be here all the time. If y'all watch my other video that I posted a month ago, and you'll see that I'll be from here to there to there to everywhere. This season locations will be, well, interviews, the podcast will be at different locations, and I'm cool with that. Man. But before we get started into the episode, as always, please make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, man, because season 3 is here. I can't believe we're already in season 3 of the podcast, and I am excited for what's to come this season, what I got in store for y'all, the guests, the topics. I'm ready. Y'all ready? All right, let's get into the first episode, man. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, y'all. Per usual, each season, I always start off the seasons with just me in the episode, and it's just always an intro. It's always a I'm back. It's just something I like to do to give y'all update on myself, on what I've been up to, things that I've learned, things that I've been through, whatever the case may be, and how it's going to affect the season. I don't even want to say affect. I guess I should say how it's going to support into this upcoming season and what to look for and, things like that. So, season 3 was supposed to have been happen forever ago, but life gets in the way, and that's okay. And I don't think people realize that it's okay when life gets in the way. Like, it's life. Everything ain't gonna be unicorns and rainbows. It ain't gonna flow. It ain't gonna go how you want it to go, and that's just what it is. It's just life. There's no rule book to this life stuff. I mean, it kind of is, but it ain't. Our parents try to help us, but do we listen? No. We all like to rebel and do things our own way. We find out things the hard way, and I feel like we all do that. I know I've done it. So yeah, like I said, life has no rule book. It's just things got in the way. But I can't, like I always say, I can't give y'all me. I can't give y'all Real Cash Talk. I can't give y'all nothing on this YouTube platform if I'm not good myself. But I've actually been pretty swell. I've talked about my mental health a lot on here, and my mental health is actually pretty darn good. It's been pretty good for the last, I want to say, since August, September. My mental health has been really good. Do I have my days? Yes, but I've learned to navigate and work on things when it comes to my mental health. So that's why the episode, is just the intro. But I'm back, baby. I'm back, and I'm here to give y'all a great season, a great podcast with great guests. Shout out to all my guests that's gonna be on here. I really do appreciate y'all. So yeah. So if you're still watching, thank you. Sorry if this episode is boring. It's about me, because I'm back. It's my podcast. I like to give y'all me, because y'all need to know who y'all listening to, who y'all talking to, whether it's a new subscriber or a new friend or whoever the case may be. Thank you. There's always, room for something new, improvement, growth, all that. So over these past couple of months, I've just been growing. I've been learning. I've been growing. I also quit my job. I quit my job. Yeah, we'll get into that. Actually, let's start with that. I quit my job knowing that I was going to quit my job. I quit my job knowing that I knew what could happen and what possibly couldn't happen. I quit my job because I'm not going to let these companies, these jobs just play with me, and neither should you. These jobs don't care about y'all. I hope y'all know that. These jobs, they don't give two hoots about y'all, man. They don't. Point in case, if a job really cared about you, they wouldn't fire you. You know, why? I should say this. Why do we have to give a job a notice when we're gonna quit when they can just fire us on the spot? So that's one of the main things I always like to reference to when it comes to jobs. It's like we don't owe these jobs anything. They're barely even paying us to survive. So what do I don't owe y'all anything. It got to the point where I think this was really a good learning and growing lesson for me also, because I had put in my 2 weeks, right? But a coworker prior had already put their 2 weeks in. Like they put like their 2 months in. So they were leaving, like their last day was the first Friday of February. And that's when my last day was going to be. So I put my 2 weeks in, right? And then the day that I put my 2 weeks in, supervisor said, okay, well, since 2 people are leaving, we're going to have a luncheon to say goodbye, celebrate them, da 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 da. Cool. At first, it was supposed to be just for my coworker, right? And, I came and said, hey, I'm leaving, da da da. It's okay. We're going to have it for both of y'all, right? Yep. Stay with me. She said, supervisor said, we're going to have the luncheon for both of y'all. The following week, I get an email, and it's the coworker saying, hey, this is what I want for lunch. Here's the menu, blah, blah, blah. The whole office gets the email. I'm looking around like, no one, you didn't ask me what I wanted. I'm just supposed to get what you want? How'd that work? Supervisor didn't say anything. The manager didn't say nothing. She was just, okay, this is what you want? Okay. No one pulled me inside, say, hey, Ash, you want this? You want that? Like, it's your last day too, Sorry. So even something as simple as that is like, I don't want to be here. If you can't even consider something as small as what I want to eat for lunch for my last day, then I don't want to be here. The coworker, we could have easily been like, hey, what do you want? Or like, hey, let's figure out what we want collectively, since, but it wasn't none of that. No one had my back in that situation, and I just felt like, okay, yeah, it's my time to go. So not only did I not finish out my last 2 days there, I just didn't go back because that point in itself pissed me off. Then when I got sick and I was supposed to come back those last 2 days, the supervisor, manager, she didn't say feel better, nothing. It was just thumbs up. And I feel like if you care about your employees, your worker, you're going to show some type of, empathy, sympathy, something. So right then and there, I was just like, cool. Like, I think I made a good decision on just quitting. It is what it is. And I feel like you have to do what you got to do for yourself. But when you do these things, you have to know that you're going to deal with, like, trials and tribulations and the hardship of things. Like, yeah, I quit my job. It's been a month since I quit my job. I'm not broke. I still got money coming in, like, but it's, I quit my job knowing what I was getting myself into. I knew I was going to have to apply for jobs again and go through interview processes again. I knew I was going to have to do all that. But I was okay with that because at the end of the day, I'm not finna just work somewhere where I'm going to let a job play with me just because they feel like they can, And I feel like a lot of people nowadays, they're kind of stuck in that mindset. Now, I don't want to say stuck. They're in that mindset, which is good because, like I said, these jobs don't care about y'all. So I think that was one of the biggest lessons that I learned or that I'm actually dealing with right now. Like, currently, as we speak, as you're watching this, I am unemployed as a full-time. I have a part-time. I do Instacart too. Let's get into that. Like I said, this is episode 1, just the intro. I'm back, baby. It's about me. And it's about lessons I learned and things that I'm learning and things like that. And I just want to give to y'all. It's my show. It's my podcast. I can talk about what I want, you know. But Instacart, DoorDash, Uber Eats. If any of y'all do that, I salute you. Don't let nobody tell you that's not a real job. You can't make no money. Da da da. You gonna do what you gotta do for yourself to survive. You know, kind of like how people do OnlyFans because they doing it because they want to because they gotta survive. It's kind of like that, you know. People may not agree with it, they might not support it, but if it's helping you and it's putting money in your pockets, food in your table, paying your bills, food in your kid's mouth, your wife, husband, whatever the case may be, then keep doing it. Don't let social media trick y'all and fool y'all into thinking that you have to have like a 9 to 5 or whatever the case may be. Do what you gotta do for yourself. I've been doing Instacart since COVID 2020. I've always done Instacart. Whenever I quit a job or if I want some extra money, Instacart. Like, I don't understand why people talk down on people who do Instacart, DoorDash, Uber, whatever the case may be. I think people like that are mental. I think they are very narcissistic. I think they care about themselves because I would never talk down on somebody who's working to make a living, to make a name for themselves. You gotta do what you gotta do, you feel me? Like, the people who do, they're small-minded, they're closed-minded, and they're dumb as hell. As hell. Okay? I'm just getting on here preaching because I'm back, baby. So y'all gonna hear these wise words of wisdom. There's somebody out there is probably struggling right now financially. Only thing I can say is put in the work. Do what you gotta do. Hustle. Work your job or your side hustle, whatever you gotta do. But also pray. I'm not sure what everybody's religion is, what they believe, none of that. But pray. I can worry, and God gonna have my back all the time. And He gonna every time I worry, He comes through. And every time He come through, He always be like, "I told you stop worrying." And I can't help but to just worry. I don't know why, but I'm trying to train myself not to worry because I know at the end of the day, God got me. Whatever I'm dealing with, struggling with, stressing about, God got me. So whatever you're dealing with, stressing about, struggling with, you're gonna be okay. It might not feel like it. It might feel like you in the worst position of the worst right now. And in any aspect of your life, whether it's you quit a job, you lost a job, a breakup, you lost a family member, whatever the case may be, whatever you're going through, whatever it is, you're going to be okay. It's going to be brighter days. Like I said, it might not feel like it right now. Lord knows it might not feel like it right now. But you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. I done had about 15 plus interviews since I quit my job. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. I don't know if I have a job by the time y'all watching this. I might. But I might not. But I'm going to be okay. Everybody going to be okay. I think we should stop trying to live our life for the world and for social media and live your life for you. Live your truth. I'm real big on living in your truth. You're not going to grow, succeed, learn unless you live in your truth. And sometimes the truth could be critical. It could be hard, but you need to know the truth. Everybody needs to know the truth about themselves, about their life, about things, because that's how you grow. My dad, to this day, will tell me about myself that I need to hear. Like, you need to hear these things. Because if I didn't know I was that way, or I know this is this, then how would I learn from my mistakes? How would I grow, you know? So I just feel like living your truth, and you're going to be okay. Like I said, man, I just learned a lot of lessons over the past couple of months, and just been thinking about a lot and seeing a lot. Excuse me. And now that I'm not like working full time like I usually was, I have more time to like. I mean, I've always been a reader. I like reading. I have more time to just read books that will help my mind, you know, my knowledge and all that. But I was just coming on here, episode 1, to drop y'all a little knowledge. Because I did go to college. And I want to put some things in your brain. Because Kash be the name. Season 3, things going to change. We ain't going to be the Same. Let me stop playing with y'all, man. But look, it's season 3. Just a little intro. Just giving y'all some life lessons, what I learned, what I've been through, what I've seen, all that good stuff, man. Just don't. At the end of the day, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You know why you're going to be okay? Because season 3, we're here. You're going to be okay because Real Cash Talk, the podcast, is back. That's why you're going to be okay. So stop stressing, man. Like, I got to tell myself that too. Like, it'll be times where I don't stress. There'll be times when I do stress. Then I got to realize, man, I can't. Because stressing ain't going to do nothing but give you wrinkles and make you old. I mean, we all getting older, but it's going to make you look old. Like, well, who want wrinkles? What you want to stress about? It's going to hurt your brain. And no one got time for all that. Life is hard. But if life was easy, think about this. If life was easy, we would all be where we want to be without putting in the work. If life was easy, everything would be handed to us and we would not know anything. We would not learn. We would not grow. And actually, now that I think about it, that's why we got some dummies in this world now, because they don't take the time out to just learn. But anyway, if life was easy, this world would be a fucked up place. I mean, it is a fucked up place. This world, don't get me wrong, this world is fucked. But if life was easy, you won't be where you are today. I'll tell you that. You won't be where you are today. If you look back and reflect on your life, think about everything you've been through. Whether it's like something you've been through a month from now. Anything. Just like, dang, I really went through that. I can overcome that. Because if you did it before, you can do it again. I quit jobs before. You think I can't quit again and find I can do it again? But it's just about what I want at the end of the day. Do I want this job? Do I want something that's going to make me happy? I want to be somewhere where it's going to be this, and this, you know? But at the end of the day, y'all, we're going to be okay. That's what y'all got to know. We going to be okay. Before I end this episode, a few things. This is I'm hoping to have 10 episodes this season. More than likely I will, because I'm not playing with y'all this season, man. I really want y'all to just help, comment, share, subscribe to get this podcast out there more. If you already have been supporting, I really do appreciate that. But from the bottom of my heart, it really means a lot if y'all can just share the link. When I post on Instagram, post it on your story, share it, please, please, please. Like, I do have goals I'm trying to reach, personal goals when it comes to this podcast, and I do need help. You know, I'm not afraid to admit that I need help. So if y'all could help by sharing it, you know, all that good stuff, that would be really appreciated. A few things to remember that on this podcast, man, me and my guests are not trying to offend anyone. So if anything is offensive to you, I apologize in advance, but it is not meant for any of that. Like I said before, I said it again, like on season 1. I don't think I really said it recently, but this is not your regular, schmegular podcast. You're not going to have hour-long episodes. You might get 15 to 30 minutes max, because we're just talking. I don't want to lose people's insight. Like, people have ADHD. I don't want to lose y'all attention. And I think it's a good length just to have good conversation. Simple as that. I think as the podcast grows, I can look into going for longer shows, but it's my show. I can do what I want. Which brings me to my next thing. It's my podcast. I can do what I want. So I would really appreciate y'all if, no offense, I like to take suggestions about what y'all want me to talk about for like upcoming seasons, whatever the case may be. But what I don't like is when y'all just tell me what to talk about. Don't tell me what I'm going to say, what I'm going to talk about. Don't tell me to add this, to add that. No. This is not your show. This is not your podcast. If that's the case, get your own podcast. No offense to anybody, but, you know, I just want to, this is my thing. So, please and thank you. I think that's about it. You already know. Blunt, real, straight to the point. So, tune in next week. Next Thursday, we're going to talk about friendships. That's going to be a good one. And I think this season we're going to go more, what's the word I'm looking for? This season we're going to go more, I don't want to say juicy, but like, we're going to really talk our shit. Like with my guests, we're going to talk our shit. So my guests, if y'all watching, Just know, this season, we gonna talk our shit. No holding back. But, with that being said, I will see y'all next week for episode 2. Thank y'all for watching episode 1. Hey, I'm back, baby.
Like I'm your man.